Hi everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Aquarius for the mid-August time period. I hope all my Aquarius friends are doing great. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that do not resonate. Only take the parts that do resonate with you and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today. Dear Aquarius, in the past position, we do have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. In the challenging position, we have the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Swords. In the present position, we have the Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Cups. And in the future outcome position, we have the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Queen of Cups. Very curious spread, dear Aquarius. Let's get right into it and see what the cards have to say for us for the mid-August time period. Now, I really like that in the past position, you do have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. This is a really powerful combination because the aces generally bring a lot of elemental power because they're the first card in the suit. The Ace of Swords comes first before all other swords, and so it brings a lot of that kind of elemental raw power to the spread. And on top of that, the Ace of Swords is actually a card of victory. You know, we do see the sword piercing through the crown. It is very kind of related to having victory and triumph in something that was truly important for you. And we could see in the clarifying position the Nine of Pentacles, so it was very much related to financial aspect of things, to your stability, to your security. You had like a mental breakthrough, you had a lot of clarity, or perhaps just a great realization about how to bring stability or security into your life. And you know, the Pentacles don't necessarily have to be financial. It could be security or stability that is related to, you know, relationships or to a particular hobby or friendships, you know, pretty much anything that was truly important to you in the past. And so this great realization, you know, kind of continues to guide you and continues to help you navigate as you move forward through different, you know, obstacles, but also through different achievements as well. And the Nine of Pentacles, I mean, it's all about taking a break and enjoying life. It's also about having that abundance that brings a lot of joy to our lives. So definitely, you know, sometimes also the Nine of Pentacles can mean being self-reliant. It could be that in the past you were really great about learning different skills and different knowledge in order to really be self-reliant as you move forward in life, which of course you used in order to achieve different accomplishments, which you used in order to achieve different successes as well. I mean, the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles is a great, very powerful foundation from which you continue to benefit to this day, dear Aquarius. Now, in the challenging position, we do have the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords. I do want to remind everyone that swords, to begin with, are a suit of challenges. Even when they have wonderful messages, they always have a cost associated with them. So it's important to remember. But when you have the Queen of Swords in the challenging position, I mean, she's definitely a force to be reckoned with. This could mean that you're feeling, when you have the Queen of Swords in the obstacle position, it could mean that you're feeling a little bit cold and a little bit detached as a result of things happening around you that perhaps you're not necessarily, you know, very supportive of. And so you may find yourself feeling like emotionally withholding from a particular situation or from a particular relationship, a friend, a neighbor, a co-worker at work perhaps. And there's definitely, the communication is not as straightforward as you would normally have it with the Queen of Swords, because she's so great at being very direct and being very forward. You know, she's a really great communicator, but clearly when you have her in the challenging position, it could mean that you are, you know, kind of over analyzing some things. Perhaps you're even getting in your own way, and so that is making progress difficult. Sometimes the Queen of Swords shows up when we have a hard time getting over something, something that has happened to us in the past, and we kind of seem stuck on that. We are unable to move forward, and that's what the Ten of Swords is also about. Usually it shows up as an obstacle because some hurt has happened, and it's so it had such a powerful effect on us that we have a difficulty kind of moving past it. It is important to remember in those situations that the universe does have a bigger plan, and sometimes hurts and grief and loss and those unpleasant experiences happen to us so that we can push through our boundaries. Because when we get too comfortable, we don't tend to look for new ways and new ideas and new opportunities. We just sort of sit back. But it is important to remember that life is constantly changing, and life constantly presents different challenges, and so those challenges make us stronger, and they're important in order for us to expand our own horizons. So with the swords, when you do have quite a few sword cards in this spread, usually when you have this amount of swords, the message here from the divine is your energy is too much stuck in your head. You want to stay in your own frame, because first of all, when you stay in your own frame, when your energy is in your chest and in your abdomen instead of your head, you're not thinking as much, you're not analyzing as much, you're staying in your own frame, and those simple values that always mattered to you kind of take hold, and so you're less needy, you're less attached to different outcomes, you're less possessed by different results and different ideas. Oh, I must have this, otherwise I'm not good enough or something. It's important to remember to stay in your own frame and to stay grounded, because that helps you progress much faster, and it also helps you let go and realize that things are very much temporary. And so, there's some things that are eternal, and there are some things that are very important to hold on to, but many different things, especially when there's disagreements with other people, it's important to remember that those disagreements are temporary, and they are there to teach us something about ourselves and about other people. So, staying in your own frame and being super grounded is what is really kind of needed at this time around the middle of August for you, dear Aquarius. Now, in the present position, we have the beautiful Eight of Pentacles. I really love this card because it suggests to me that you're very much focused and concentrated on building something, perhaps building some sort of an empire, perhaps you're building a business, perhaps you're building a relationship, but you're really putting in a lot of time, a lot of energy, you're paying attention to details, you're accomplishing. The number 8 is, and you also have the Eight of Cups here as well, but the number 8 in tarot generally means, accomplishing. It means having power and energy and courage and bravery in order to achieve success. So 8 is definitely very much about balance, very much about, forward movement and, having the progress. The Eight of Pentacles is a great card to have because it suggests to me that you have a lot of resources around you that you could use in order to achieve your goals and your dreams. The Eight of Pentacles is also about investing your resources wisely. Where do you spend your time? Where do you spend your energy? And it's important to know that, simple things like watching something or reading something that is low vibrational is not going to help you achieve your goals and dreams. So make sure that you really take your time and your energy seriously and you invest it wisely. And it does look like with the Eight of Cups in the clarifying position that perhaps you are letting something go. You are perhaps walking away from a situation or from a relationship that you don't believe is going to, be overall very successful for you in the long run. And you have put considerable amount of time into that relationship. So it is interesting that you're walking away, but it's also a good thing, because that tells me that you have a strong inner voice, that you have a strong core, that you are grounded, that you do have certain truths which you will continue to stand by, which will continue to benefit as well. Because, it's important to remember that strong people are able to let go. Strong people are able to say, you know what, I thought this was going to be, something that's going to last forever, but it looks like I need to let it go and walk away from it. It's important to remember that it takes strength and power and courage to do, first of all, to realize that you need to walk away from something, and second of all, to actually take action and do it. I also like the combination here in the future outcome position, the Seven of Swords clarifying the Queen of with the Queen of Cups in the clarifying position. First of all, as the month of August progresses, your worries are going to become easier and easier and easier. Your anxiety is going to slowly start to dissipate, so you're going to feel like you can actually breathe again, and things are turning around for you, because they are. The Seven of Swords, is a very much a card of breaking the rules and really looking out for yourself and yourself only. It's about taking things that you believe you deserve, that you believe you have, earned and accomplished, and not really caring about other people's opinions, and not really caring about other people's sort of reactions, if you will, and holding and keeping emotions close to your chest. The Seven of Swords card is a card that shows up when we are not really willing to share that much with other people. And the Queen of Cups is also a card of keeping cards close to your chest, because the Queen of Cups is the only cup card in the suit of cups that has an actual closed cup, because normally when you have the cups card, there's some kind of offering coming out of the cup, but the Queen has her cup closed, and she has it closed because she's not wanting to share the emotions that she's feeling, her anxiety. She does not want to share her love. She does not want to share. She's keeping those things close to her chest. On the surface, she's very pleasant and, quite lovely. And she puts everyone at ease. But with the cup actually closed, she's someone who protects her own emotions and does not share them very easily. And that is what is required of you in the month of August. You've been through major, events in your life in the last 12 months. Really, some things have changed irreversibly for you, but in a good way. And so as a result, you are sort of keeping, cards close to your chest. You're not really sharing that much with other people. And this is the time to not share things with other people and allow your intuition and your inner voice to work through its natural cycle and, provide you with the message that you need to hear, because your emotions have a message for you that is truly very important. Now, let's see what we can clarify with the two energy oracle cards that I pulled. And we have Angel of Balance and second chakra Archangel Ariel. Wonderful. Angel of Balance is all about feeling centered and honoring yourself and your choices. This loving presence holds a pitcher of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong destiny relies on a really powerful foundation of personal balance and emotional equanimity. Although things may have been out of sync, this card is telling you that a greater balance is coming back into your life. Remain aware about how you are balancing your goals and your physical emotional energy. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, ask this angel to help you reconcentrate and refocus. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction, and the angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. The affirmation for this card is, I live a balanced and centered life. As I care for myself, the universe cares for me also. Now, the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, is all about intimacy and creativity. The second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a very bright orange energy promoting creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. Let's see what the Shaman's Dream Oracle card can clarify for us. And we have overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. This is a card of abundance. Abundance is everyone's natural state before we project our restrictions on it, defining what it means, who has it, who gets it, and so forth. Right now, take yourself out of your conditioning and look at your life through the eyes of plenty. There's so much beauty and love, opportunities, and divine synchronicities destined to support you. Dreams abound and are lined up for you. So remember, abundance is coming into your life. And also remember that restrictions, only, young people can be abundant, or only old people can be abundant, only men can be abundant, only women can be abundant. All of that is our own conditioning. All of that is our own restrictions. Absolutely everyone can be abundant. And in this particular spread, Aquarius, you are receiving this abundance card to remind you that the restrictions that you may have placed on yourself are no longer going to be as strong and are no longer going to necessarily hold you back. You're receiving that abundance because you've done a lot of work, because you have achieved amazing results. It's time to allow yourself to detach, bring yourself back to your life, restore your faith in power greater than you, and remind yourself to focus on smaller personal universe, which is much easier to manage. In this way, you know that you are a conduit for life's blessings and can share them with others, making this perception of overflow profoundly positive. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Aquarius. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Please check me out on Instagram, where I have high vibrational messages that can help you stay positive throughout the day. Again, thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.